Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our podcast, Living Worlds in the Quran. This is Pauline and Omar, and we're still talking about Ramadan. So, from the last episodes, we've noticed that Ramadan means great heat. So means refrain from having intimate relationship, drinking, and
Eating.
and also
Yes.
movement
Yeah.
in the extreme hot periods. And الذين قبلكم is also the ancient Arabs that lived before us, and the Christians, and also the Jews, and in the Hijaz region. So everyone, it seems like everyone has to fast out of survival reasons. And it was really tough there, and even the movement has to be regulated and calculated very strictly.
Yes. Because the lack of resources everywhere back then. But today it's totally different. Many of us have plenty food, and the lack of food we find only in crisis areas. So we are fasting typically out of faith, only out of faith, as a worship to God. To become God-fearing, okay? So if we remember the previous fasting in the last year, are we okay with how it went?
So there's a lot of criticisms today because of the excessive food consumption that we have from the Muslim families today's. Because I don't know how could that even possible. We are using or consuming much more food than we do in the regular months. Um, it's quite opposite the fasting concepts, because fasting is here to learn or to teach us how to purify ourselves from our own demands and touch solidarize with the poor people. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We are hungry with the poor people, but how then in the evening we can play the rich lords and ladies, princesses at the dinner table? Oh, really? Too many food is wasted at some tables, really. So the people say, "Oh yes, we are donating," but we are donating, but who donates really so much that it hurts and could make a real impact? So I think it would be better, Yani, to save a little bit.
Yeah, but despite that, we have another question, because not many of us need to fast out of survival reasons,
Yeah.
or an economic reasons, or it's dangerously, such as a pause at the previous trip at the pre-Islamic times. But the other cause is that the element of the saving in order to be able to help the others, is it just end? It has ended, or it's still there? I mean,
No, it's still there, and we also have to give back the resources to the environment, to the nature, which is God's creation, and we live off its gifts, yani, of the gift of God. So the nature, as God creation, is now abused and exploited by human beings. So we should really less consuming to respect Rabbina's gift, and to learn again to enjoy a single day. So I think it's really important. So let's try a clean fast.
yeah, green fast. What do you mean about this?
I mean to eat less and simpler during Ramadan. And under this perspective, we can also orient ourselves at the Christians. So at the Kapliku, I mean, as the Christian Copts, they only eat vegan during their Ramadan periods, during their fasting. They eat only vegan through their fasting periods. So this would be better for us. Yani hardly any meat, chicken, fish, reduce fats and sugar. Let's concentrate on simple things, beans and corns and vegetables, fruits, and so on.
Being healthy. But actually, for many of us, we know that we should prefer quality over quantity. Let's speak it less and simple, because less is more.
Yeah.
And especially in the when we make invitation for an iftar, we should make it simple, and we can also balance it with the the spiritual nourishment. We should
Yes.
simply.
Yeah. Okay.
You should also, I guess, I have another subject here. We should bring this on fasting kufu to call the recipe. Or that's of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, is also you eat back then. Yes, people, that was everybody for today's episode. And next week, we will continue speaking about this. Bye bye.
Bye bye.